Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some Monster High news to talk about. From alarming rates of people stating that they have defects and wonkiness on their new Creeproductions re-release dolls, to our first look at the new issue for the comic book series New Scaremaster, a new Hot Wheels mini car. Obviously we have the official launch for the newest SKULLECTOR doll, Harris Reed, and more, so stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, so let's start off here with the only G3 news here in this video. Our first look at a new Hot Wheels car. Now, we have had Monster High Hot Wheels cars before, but before they were just cars. They never had a driver, and this new Hot Wheels car seems to be part of a new collection where there's drivers in the cars. So in this one, it's basically Draculaura's convertible, and it has Draculaura inside it, like she's driving the car. She's zooming around, so it's really cute. But I don't collect Hot Wheels, and I do wonder, like, how many more will they make? If they make a lot of Hot Wheels with the actual drivers in the car like this of every character, I think that will be really funny. Moving swiftly along to G1 news here with our first look at the new cover for the upcoming newest issue from the New Scaremaster comic book series. So I am not reading this comic book series. I haven't found a place that sells them to begin with. I don't know if I can find them online on like Amazon. I don't think you can get comic books from Amazon. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't felt especially motivated to start reading comic books now, especially with what I've been hearing. It's like, it just sounds really messy. Like Draculaura's like dating a human. It feels like a lot of storylines are not making sense. I don't know. I mean, I guess I should just give it a go. But if you are reading these comic books, are you looking forward to this latest issue? Apparently, like, there's a Dr. Death or something, and again, like, Draculaura broke up with Claude. She's dating a boy now, like a human guy, Poe, and she's like overwhelmed, like, and Rebecca's involved somehow. I spotted her name in the description. Again, I'm like so out of the loop. Like, obviously I wouldn't know, but yeah, what's happening? I don't know. I mean, someone's reading these comic books because they keep making them, so someone's reading them. If you're reading them, what do you think? Is it okay? Good story or bad? Next up, yes, finally we have the official launch of the newest, technically part of this collector line. We have the new Harris Reed doll, based on that fashion designer. We have a new character called the Witch Weaver. So the price is actually not 90 like I thought. It's actually $75 US, and from what I can tell, this release is exclusive to Mattel Creations. The first, like, they had like a fan club members only early launch, and then they will release on the 22nd of November for like everyone on Mattel Creations. But from what I can see in the description, it doesn't specify that they will also be available on Amazon, like usually they say that. So I don't think, unfortunately, that this doll will be available on Amazon or anywhere else, because I do feel like with RuPaul, that doll, I have that doll saved in my like watch list. Like I plan on getting them sooner or later, but they're kind of expensive, so I'm waiting on a sale. So I was kind of hoping to do the same with this doll, but yeah, it sucks if they're not gonna sell this new Witch Weaver doll on Amazon at all, because that would be my only way of getting them. And I'm not gonna pay eBay prices for this doll, because I do think they're really a unique, pretty doll, but like 100 plus, I'm sorry, no. I don't feel too, like, I do like them, but I don't love them. Like, I'm not obsessed, so I'm not willing to spend like too much money. But yeah, speaking of the actual doll, we only had one stock photo in my last video. I know, shocking, but now we have all of the stock photos. So I think it's safe to say that I have changed my opinion. I think now, having seen the details, like we know the boots are like really these chunky, like the shoes are these chunky boots. They're all in black. The flares, like on the pants, I mean, that's just amazing looking. The pants themselves, like on the top, have like a nice print, and then the sheer shirt, it just feels like nice quality material. I have seen people say that the shirt looks like one of the Off-White's dolls clothing piece. I agree. It does give me that vibe. Actually, this entire doll looks like it would have fit in perfectly with the Off-White collection. You know, wouldn't you think? Like, it just has that very similar black and white kind of style. Interesting. But this doll is not green, unlike with the Off-White collection, which, you know, all of those dolls were green for whatever reason. Anyway, they had green skin tones. But anyway, so this new Harris Reed inspired doll, the Witch Weaver. By the way, I do hope we get more like lore about this Witch Weaver character, because it's always fun to you know, introduce new characters in DG1 world. So it would have been even more amazing if they would have created a whole diary for this for this doll, or like with RuPaul. But you know, they don't do that really anymore. They don't really include diaries anymore, unfortunately. But I think it would have been a really nice way to you know, to introduce the character, to you know, offer more inside information, you know, more intel, share a look into the character, you know, so forth. Because I feel like as is, you really don't have a way to connect with them aside for what they write on the back of the box, which I do have to read that at some point. But yeah, I think also no artwork. There's no artwork of this character, unfortunately. I think that's a missed opportunity for sure. Anyway, so the actual doll, I like the flare. Again, very Off-White vibe to me, but I don't mind it. I think here it actually works because I feel like the proportions of like the flare, the really long hair, the really big hat, the sleeves. Like, I like how there's this flare of silhouettes in every clothing item. You know, it's like there's a way, there's something to look at on each clothing piece. There's always something going on, and I do think sometimes that could be busy, but here I think it works. So I think, yeah, this doll is very unique. I guess the only way I could see them improving this doll would have been if they would have made the face better or just different somehow. Maybe more expression, maybe different makeup, maybe a different skin tone, because to a lot of people, this doll is not monster looking enough. They look like a human. So I totally get that. But, you know, this is more like it's the doll as a new character in a Monster High universe, but it's based on a human in real life. You know what I mean? So it is supposed to be a human to some degree. It's almost more like they are just dressing up as a Halloween costume, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do here. It's not supposed to be a full-blown monster character. But anyway, I love the hair. I love the hat. I think, again, there's so much spectacle to look at here. I really like this. And 75 is honestly not too bad, but it's still expensive. It's still expensive, but not too bad. I mean, I can definitely see here that the fabrics are good quality materials. So I appreciate that. But yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna get this doll because, again, I have no way of getting them, and they're expensive. So, but they're really pretty. I do appreciate that, and I also love this collaboration. Just at the core of it, I think it's an amazing collaboration, and it definitely, you know, opens the door for more collaborations to happen like this in the future. But will you be getting this doll? Let me know down below. And then yes, we have to talk about all of the recent Creeproductions re-release dolls that people have been receiving that have had, unfortunately, some defects, wonkiness, or just straight up you know, errors or whatever. This is really unfortunate. That was my fear going into this re-release, that they were going to produce too many at too quick of a pace where they wouldn't really be efficient with the quality control anymore. And that became true, because yes, the quality control is very poor, to say the least, for this re-release of the Creeproductions dolls. I mean, of course, I mean, a lot of people have been saying that they got them and they look fine, but I think a lot of you know, new collectors and people who have been waiting for these dolls to re-release again have been disappointed at the fact that the quality control is just really, again, really poor, and it really shows the Mattel they just didn't really put in the effort to really take care and make sure that every doll was looking their best, and they just wanted to make as many as possible to, you know, have the stock there, whatever shape they might be in. I feel like that's unfortunately the case, because again, there's so many people like on Reddit, on Instagram, like sharing pictures, you know, like there's a misprinted eye, one eye is bigger, one eye is smaller, there's like lip paint chips on the lip, in the eye, like actual chips, like what you can see, like there's paint missing from the eye or from the lip. There's like weird proportions, like where they placed the screening for the eyes or the lips. Like Draculaura, like in my last video, I showed pictures of Draculaura dolls having eyes printed on that are way too big. It looks like a filter. It's cartoonish, and you know, some people are saying it's funny, some people are saying, you know, it's cute, but come on. We all want a Draculaura doll, any of these dolls, to be looking normal and to be looking great. You know, we're paying money for these reproduction dolls to look like how they're supposed to look like, not for them to come looking like a bug or like have these anime eyes, and for the eyes to be almost as big as the forehead. You know, it's like, come on. I feel like we deserve it. We as fans, we've waited, we are spending money. You know, we go through all of these, you know, anxiety-inducing, traumatic experiences at times. You know, Real Drama, Creeproductions, Bratz, Mean Girls. Like, it's not fun. It's not easy sometimes. Okay, it's really it's not, you know, it's not a walk in the park. Sometimes it's really rough. Okay, and so I feel like the least that companies like Mattel and MJ can do is that they provide the best quality control, where we don't have to worry about, oh, this doll that has caused us so much stress and anguish, you know, is gonna come looking like less than perfect, which is like, you know, might sound like nitpicking, but like really reality speaking here, it's not. We deserve to have nice things, okay? So I just feel like, you know, at this point, Mattel, they've been doing this for a long time. They promised a re-release, and I just feel like, you know, it just feels really lame and sad and disappointing and a little bit frustrating that, you know, here we are again, you know, complaining about, you know, the re-release dolls having wonkiness and defects. And again, for the most part, I think it's a good, you know, 50-50 of people that have gotten them and they don't have defects, and then there's another 50% of people that do have defects and they are really disappointed. I think for the most part, for Laguna, I have seen not many face defects, but it's more like the hairline and the rooting that's really sparse and it looks really bold. For Draculaura, it's more like I've seen defects on the actual eyes, the printing, the eyes too big, too small, the lip chips and like the eye chips, but also in Draculaura I have seen some people showing pictures that the bangs and like the rooting is also very sparse and like almost balding. For Frankie, I haven't seen too many complaints, but also some people have stated that on their Frankie dolls the eyes are just, you know, placed too low or too high, or the eyes are too big, or again one eye is bigger than the other one. And then for also the lip paint being like faded and almost like looking very unfinished, that I also saw. And then for Claudine, I feel like for Claudine I have seen the least amount of problems that people have shared. So I guess Claudine has had the least problems, which is good. But still, I feel like it's unfortunately the case where a lot of the dolls that were re-released yesterday or like 2 days ago, whatever, most of them will have, you know, issues, defects, wonkiness, and even if it's not on the actual doll, I have seen that, you know, like one Laguna came with like the same left shoe on the right shoe, you know, it's like it doesn't fit, and then like one arm is like broken. You know, Crescent, you know, Claudine's pet, her eyes are printed like way up, like where the actual, you know, the forehead basically. Like there's other issues than just the wonkiness of the faces that have been going on with these re-releases. So anyway, safe to say, it's been, you know, it's been rough, but hopefully, because I also do wonder, like, wait, this is not just the entire restock, right? This is not it, right? Because I think by now they are sold out on Amazon, I believe, right? Amazon US anyway. And I can't believe, like, is this it? Like, they're not having more restock? Like, do we have to wait another 5 years? Is this really what's going to happen now? We have to wait every 5 years until we get re-releases of this Creeproductions? Because that really sucks. I would have hoped that they would have had restock like a couple of days later. So I guess we'll have to wait and see if they do have a restock for these dolls. Because didn't really see anywhere that they were saying that it was like limited quantity. You know, like I didn't think it was gonna be sparse, but I guess we have to wait and see. But definitely let me know if you have had any similar experiences like this as well down below. But yeah, that was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to. And of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the novelty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.